together for Mr. Owen Foley.
It's actually Dr. Owen Foley. Just want to correct everyone in the audience. It's tough following Pam because there's two of her and that's kind of hot. I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to have your credit card stolen. I had it happen to me last summer and it was fantastic. I got to replace everything. I got to talk to this nice Indian man named Seamus O'Shaughnessy. And I got to explain to him that the last two legitimate purchases I had made were at Healthy Living Market and Big Fatty's Barbecue. I think that he might have identified my fat guy voice because he lost his shit. I'm normally okay with my life-inspiring ironic chuckles in call centers across the world, but full-on raucous laughter really got me thinking. Like I said, I'm a fake doctor, I'm a pharmacist, and it's hard enough to give this advice to people when you're shaped like John Candy. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get healthy. First step is getting on the scale. And I got on the scale, and I got right back off because I must have had a lot of change in my pockets. Eventually, once I had stripped down as far as I could go, picture that crowd, I said, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be realistic and honest with myself. So I got on there and looked at the number, and it still can't be right. Something must be broken. So I started going to the gym. I want to be more active. I got the Fitbit, and I actually went to the gym instead of just paying my dues like some sort of fat guy tax. And I started doing the Couch to 5K. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. It's couch, the numeral 2, and then 5K. It's a program that makes lazy people into elite athletes through the power of the hashtag. I did my first 5K last month. It was one of those ones where you run along. Thank you. It was one of those ones where I run along and you just get jizzed in the face with blue paint. Actually, I think that's probably the wrong terminology for this crowd. It was one of those ones where you jog along at a walking pace and they jizz you in the face. It was a blast. I really enjoyed it. And the problem is, afterwards, I was absolutely coated, like head to toe. Like this stuff was in my ears. It dyed my chest hair, and I think I sneezed the rainbow for about a week. But I said, fuck it, like, let's go downtown anyway. Because we wanted to rehydrate, and Heady Topper is 92% water. Now, Church Street, yeah, you guys just figured out math, it's 8% alcohol, gotcha. Now, Church Street is this cross-section of humanity. It's really like there's 9/11 truthers next to freshman college students from New Jersey, next to bums shooting heroin, and then there's a guy in a kangaroo mask playing the didgeridoo. But on this Saturday, I became the attraction. I had about 30 people come up and say, "Did you do the color run?" Now, they clearly knew enough to know the premise and the name, so I decided I was going to fuck with them. I told him no. I always wear white after Labor Day. I paint myself up Braveheart blue to celebrate my strong heritage. It's my father's part Smurf. Other part of being healthy is trying to eat well. And I started learning a lot about food. Turns out there's no such thing as free-range tofu. And pescatarian isn't actually a religion. And it's tough to eat well in Vermont because there's so many people who are just like the crunchy, local, organic farmers market devotees. And then there's the people who are so active, it doesn't matter what they eat. Like, you know the type. They've got the 26.2 sticker, and the bike that doesn't have pedals just clips in the special shoes. They can live out their Lance Armstrong fantasies. Their profile picture is just them on top of a mountain at dawn, like it's no big deal, just staring into a conquered nothingness. Yeah, you guys know them. Well, those motherfuckers can eat whatever they want. And everyone caters to them. I was at the market the other day, and this is small town Vermont market, so it is the market. It's also the pizza place and the bait shop. Because who doesn't like buying shotgun shells and peanut butter in the same aisle? And so I was wandering around in my big basket of kale and quinoa, and I decided to go to the bakery section because I have a weakness for Rice Krispie treats. I know what you're thinking, you're saying it's not healthy, but it's okay, they're part of a balanced breakfast. But they were out of Rice Krispie treats. But what they had in its place kind of blew my mind. It operated on the same premise as Rice Krispie treats, but it was made with Lucky Charms. You do not seem adequately impressed. Let me rephrase. In certain instances, there were marshmallows stuck to other marshmallows with a glue made of marshmallows. At that point in time, my diet was off the rails. Like, throw the healthy shit aside, I want this. So I got it, and I carried it up to the front register like a baby bird. And I got into my car and I strapped it in. And I got home, and I closed the curtains, and lit a couple candles, so I wanted to make it special. I put on some Marvin Gaye, and let me tell you, that thing was magically delicious. I love how just a simple twist can make something great or good that much better. Like, we know eggs are good, and we know bacon cheeseburgers are good, but you put one on top of the other, and that's when the magic happens. It Captain Planets together, some sort of holy triumvirate that symbolizes man's dominance over each and every barnyard animal. Hold on, I'm not done. You don't have to. I think I should probably just leave the stage now. It's funny how something just so incredibly simple can make things so much better. And I wonder, why didn't I think of that? Like, who was the first guy who said, I'm going to put an egg on top of a burger and everyone's going to love it? So I started making a list of other things I wanted to do. Like, what other things can I put eggs on top of? Or burgers underneath? Thank you guys, I'm Owen Foley, everyone.